Fantasy, sports, and politics.
Get ready to rumble!
You wanna talk smack? You in the right place. So take a step back before I get all up in your
Remember, because I don't remember. I remember every bit of this.
You're the dudes holding on the phone line. Your voice will be heard, sir.
Next caller, please.
Oh!
Eric's gonna get him.
Fantasy, sports, and politics. Fantasy, sports, and politics. Fantasy, sports, and politics. Fantasy, sports, and politics.
Listeners are asking questions about this week's games, not Jerry's personal beef. So what's your thought?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Fantasy Sports and Politics. Listen, it's been a while since I've been here. It has been a while, and it's not trouble. It's not trouble. Let me rev the engines up just a little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah. I'll turn it down. But I've been missing in action. I went to Vegas with the team I coach with. I've done a TEDx. I've done a TEDx, y'all. Now, it might drop in a month, 2 months. I don't know when it's going to drop. But as soon as it drops, I'm going to air it here on this show. And I'm going to share the link for everybody to see. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. And I know it's a Tuesday, not the usual day, right? I believe it's 10 o'clock East Coast and all the other stuff. It's 7 p.m. where I am. And look, I ain't got nothing to hide. No shame in my game. Unlike the Raiders, we're going to talk about them. Max Crosby. Not your fault, Max. Not your fault. Baltimore. Were y'all that petty to say since the Raiders went and got Charles center, that y'all like, nah, we're going to change our mind. We're going to pull out a day before the trade is good. And the Raiders went and signed all these other players and made all these other moves, but that was based on Max Crosby not being on the roster. Ooh, Max is on the roster. What do we do? I'm going to bring in the offensive coordinator and one of the owners of the team, the Arizona Coyotes that I coach on. And we're going to talk about that. But right now, Bam Adebayo, yes, Bam Adebayo, Asia's husband, boyfriend, from the Las Vegas Aces. He had 77 points 79 points with a minute 44 left. Second most in NBA history behind Kobe. Will he get it? Bam Adebayo, the guy that doesn't score that much and plays a lot of defense. He just tied Kobe's 81. Now, if I'm playing Miami, I'm not going to foul this dude, but I'm going to play him real tough. He's not going to beat Kobe's. And if he does, I'll let you guys know. Right now, my cats are walking in. Let me bring in my co-host for the evening. He is the offensive coordinator for the Arizona Coyotes Pacific Indoor Football League team. He's also 1/3 of the ownership. And he happens to be a Raiders fan. So I'm gonna bring him on, and we're gonna talk about it. His name is TJ. I'm not gonna give his full government. He doesn't like his full government name. But what Raider fan does? Oh look, no, no, no. Let me unmute you. Let me unmute you because you muted yourself now. You muted yourself. Let me unmute you. Okay, can I unmute your? Oh, you don't have a mic connected. You gotta. If you're on your phone, TJ. See, this is typical Raiders. There you go. I can hear you now. Typical Raiders fan. Just can't get right. You know what? Let me turn this music off because you're talking so low. It's like you're ashamed of your Raiders.
No,
I mean,
never that. Never that.
okay.
There it is. I was like, I can hear you and the music at the same time. My ADD was not gonna work with that.
Well, I mean, hey, we got to work on that. You got to be able to multitask. All
Right.
right.
Hit all the music and everything. No, no. Hey, no, don't be hating on the Raiders, man. Like, we've had some pretty long years, So I mean, this is gonna be really exciting coming up. You know,
Well,
don't be hating on us too much.
I don't want to bring up the Tuck game. The Tuck rule game. I won't bring that up, but I
Man,
can. But I
you know
can.
what's funny? We can. I'll tell you what. I was a kid. I'll hear a funny story. So I forget how old I was. That was me and my father, my brothers, my stepmom. We went to this restaurant. We were listening to the game, but my stepmom wanted to go to the restaurant. We were listening to the game in the car. We went inside the restaurant, and then we all remember the Raiders came back in that game. So me and my dad left the restaurant, went back to the car, and listened to the rest of the game because how close it was, man. So, man, Charles Woodson was been my favorite player of all time when he stripped that ball, and it was a strip. Uh,
Okay.
that made my day. But I will say after the call, I've hated the Patriots ever since. I don't care what it was. I hated Tom Brady. I hated everybody, man. I did not like the Patriots at all. Took a minute to like Tom Brady, and he came to the Raiders, and I'm like, oh, I guess I gotta like the guy. You know what I mean? But
I was about to
he's the
go
goat.
there.
Don't be wrong. He's the goat. I would never say he's not the goat. But oh
I
my
would,
god,
but
yeah. but yeah, that game broke my heart. I ain't gonna lie. But we had some. God, we had a team. We had James Jett on there. We had Andre Rison. Some of the
you
Raiders
had
I
Tim
really
Brown, Jerry Rice,
believe, bro. Like Andre Rison, Spider
Charlie
Man. I think we
Garner.
all know him. Charlie Garner. Yeah, that's some of
Now
the
look,
names, man. Yeah.
I'm sorry that's one of the worst times of your life, but that was the exact day I got married. And I was
Well,
watching that game during my honeymoon. So it's probably the best day of my
I
life.
was gonna say it's the best day of your life, then. I would say, hey, I didn't know what was coming after that. You know what I mean? I mean, what we will, 16 straight years without making the playoffs after that, or after we went to the Super Bowl, But yeah, no, it was tough. It was a tough game, man. But yeah, no,
And
I'm excited for the future, man. Like that. Speaking like a true Raider fan, I'm excited for the future. Uh, but now, like I ain't been this excited since we drafted Derek Carr. I'm just being honest. So,
okay.
we did first time I think we've done really good in free agency. Like now we kind of talked about this before the podcast. We don't know what it's going to be like with the Max Crosby coming back. We don't know the contract details. If we're gonna have to avoid some of those contracts we got on free agency, but if we are able to keep those defensive players we got, this is the most excited Raiders team we're gonna see in a long time. So,
Well, the
and
big
having the
money.
first round pick, man, it's gonna be. I'm telling you.
Well, the thing about it is the money went to Tyler Lindenbaum, the center.
Yeah,
You guys
3
just
years,
traded
81
Geno
million.
Smith back to the Jets.
Yeah,
Um, you cut some other players. Like right now, um, I'll read this real quick from Football Forever. There could be a major domino effect for the Raiders after the canceled Max Crosby trade, putting some of their free agent deals in jeopardy. The Raiders
yep,
are operating with the additional 30.669 million in cap room as a result of the Crosby trade, which led them to sign several players, including Tyler Lindenbaum, 3 years, 81 million.
Yeah.
N'Kobe Dean, 3 years, 36 million, and Quay Walker's 3 years, 40 million. While the Raiders can find solutions to retain those agreements,
Yeah.
there's a chance that some fall through the fall though what fall through ahead of the new league year on Wednesday at 4 p.m.
I mean,
So
there's a couple options. I mean, Seattle offered the Raiders the same exact offer, right? The only difference is that the first round 14th pick compared to the first round 32nd pick, right? So for the Seahawks, so I think that's what the reason why they went with the Ravens in the first place. Um, I don't know. I don't know the relationship how they're gonna keep if they want to keep Crosby or not. Like I know they want to keep a good relationship with Crosby. I mean that's been kind of talked about, through everybody, right? So, yeah, it's gonna be really hard. It's gonna be really hard. I mean, there's a couple of those contracts we can let go, like the quitty pay from the Indianapolis Colts. You know what I mean? If that's something that we have to keep Crosby, I feel like that one would fall through the cracks, and then Jalen Naylor as well, because I mean I think those two people we can live without signing if we're Raiders, with being the Raiders. Quay Walker and N'Kobe Dean, I'm excited to see them, so I hope we don't lose them at all. Linebacker has been a definite struggle for the last couple seasons for the Raiders, and I think those two will definitely clean it up. So we'll have to see, man. I'm excited to see it, but like I said, no one expected this really. I mean, what it happened? What about an hour ago? An hour and a half ago? You know what I mean? So
yeah, about an hour and a half ago,
yeah,
it was rumored or is rumored that it is a knee surgery that he had. Um, the Ravens doctors did not feel comfortable saying that, okay, we're getting up 2 first round picks and he might not be ready
yeah,
for the season. Now, with that being said, I don't think Max Crosby stays. I actually
yeah,
think Dallas, who was next in line to get him, execute that trade. Why? Because they've been trying to get players from Green Bay from that defensive line to
yeah,
fill in because they missed out on Max.
right,
Uh, now that Max is on the board, and I believe Dallas was offering a first and a third. This actually gives opposing teams the leverage over the Raiders. Because
yeah,
if one team says we're not willing to accept the risk, even though we know how great Max Crosby is, he's 30 years old, he's coming off of a major knee surgery that
yeah,
he's now not expected, according to these doctors, not another team's doctors, but according to these team doctors, he won't be ready probably for the first 4 to 5 games. And in football, as you know, those first 4 or 5 games can't make you, but they can break you later on because those are games that you counted on winning with the healthy roster, and you're not dealing with weather elements. Uh, Now, Max Crosby, you've seen him
oh
for the
yeah,
duration of his career. I remember when Mike Mayock drafted him. I believe he's the lone, or was, or now is the lone retained draft pick by Mike Mayock when he was the Raiders GM. Um, and he was, I believe, what, a fifth or sixth round pick, something like that. He wasn't a high draft pick at all.
no, he definitely wasn't. I think he was fourth. I don't know. We got to go back and look at that one for sure. Yeah,
Okay.
I was excited when we got him. It's training camp, and I think that's kind of like when we were doing like the little with the little TV show what they do right before the seasons. But we got to see him like backstage and everything. We just knew the excitement. Like he was gonna be pretty good. And he was playing most of that preseason with a cast on. You know what I mean? So we're seeing all the explosiveness. So we're like, oh yeah, this is gonna be our guy. Yeah, with the Dallas Cowboys, I don't know, man. Like, because then they just traded for Rashawn Gary as well. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Dallas has
Yeah,
a lot of money.
yeah,
They have a lot of money, and they haven't given up that first round pick. But if they're willing to give up that first round pick and a third rounder, and they're the highest bidder,
yeah.
you know, I don't see why the Raiders wouldn't do that to recoup the money that they were gonna still have. They
Yeah.
still get a first round. They just don't get 2 first rounds, and they make do with what they have. Now,
I mean, it definitely makes sense. I mean, first round. I mean, like I think they were one of the teams. I think, like I said, Seattle offered the Raiders exactly the same thing Baltimore. I don't think they're never going to do it again, especially with the news coming out with the knee surgery. You know what I mean? Like with them not being medical clear, not being healthy. So I don't think they're going to give them 2 first rounds as Baltimore did. But
I
I
think they
think
can
yeah.
because
I
that
mean, Seattle ain't really done anything on free agency, so that might be the
they've
reason
been
why too.
losing
You know what I
players.
mean? So,
They've been
yeah.
losing players, so
They
they're
only
gaining picks.
re-signed 2 people. That's it, right? Now I think that's so they got money. That's another team that has money right now. So and they were like I said, they offered them the same thing. They just went with Baltimore, and I guarantee the major reason why is because Baltimore had the 14th pick, and then you know what I mean. Seattle just won a Super Bowl, so you know that pick's gonna be a little higher up there. So,
Well,
um,
they might be in the mix. Here's what
yeah,
I think.
yeah,
Dallas has the higher pick.
yeah.
Dallas has the more attractive landing
Everyone say
spot,
it's attractive, right? Yeah.
right? Seattle, I don't know if Max Crosby has any say in any trades, but I would think he does happening. He has a little say. Seattle is, here's just my thought, especially with Mike Evans heading to the 49ers. I don't think Seattle, after losing a lot of key players, I don't think they're going to be able to defend their title. I don't think they're getting back to the playoffs next year, but I got to see what they do in free agency. I got to see what they do in the draft. But if I'm Max Crosby, I don't want to go to Seattle. I know they just won the Super Bowl, but they're not going back, in my opinion. I want to go somewhere where a team literally has a chance. Now, hear, hear me out. Hear me out. Dallas, I can't stand them, but I think Dallas is a more attractive spot for
Yeah.
Max, and the competition level is going to be heavier there, and the makeup of that team, if they can just stop some people on defense,
Yeah.
they have a shot at going to the playoffs. Going to the Super Bowl, probably not. But Max has never been to the playoffs. He's been one time. He's
Yeah, I'm
been
about to
one
say
time.
he's never won in the playoffs though. So
Correct.
I think the idea there is the same.
And I
And
think,
Dallas did picked up what they picked up the Arizona Cardinals safety, right? They picked up
yep.
yeah Thompson, so they're already on a start of trying to get that. Like I said, the trade for Gary, right? Like that's huge, right? So they still, I mean, they still got Kenny Clark, right? I mean, that was on their or not Kenny, yeah, right? Kenny Clark and
Hmm.
from the dude from the Jets, wasn't it Quentin Williams, right? So it's you know what I mean. So adding Max Crosby to that defensive line or to the pass rush, whoo, that might be a little scary. I mean,
Well,
the Cowboys might got something there because then you got Rashawn Gary from Green Bay that just came in, Quentin Williams, Kenny Clark, and Max Crosby. That'd be scary.
so let's
And
let's
then
go
you still
over it.
got young guys on that Dallas Cowboy team too. So it's like they really just
Yeah.
need a secondary at that point.
So this is the addition so far for the Cowboys. They
Yeah,
re-signed Javante Williams at running back.
very
They
smart.
franchise tag George Pickens.
They want
They
they got
re-signed defensive end Sam Williams. As you said, the trade for Rashawn Gary.
yeah,
Defensive lineman, Atito Obagana, they do a
yeah,
1 year deal. They get two safety, PJ Locke, a 1 year, 5 million. Jalen
yeah.
Thompson, 3 years, 36
Jalen,
million. And they locked in their kicker, who, well, uh,
I don't think anybody's gonna give a second round pick for him, man. That's
yeah, I
pretty
don't
high.
think so
That's pretty
either,
high for
but
a kicker.
that's where they're at right now. So they have money, they have the draft picks, and it's
Yeah.
possible. Now, I don't want to stick on the Raiders all day,
We
but
don't have
but
to.
you mentioned who they picked up, who you wouldn't mind seeing, oh, excuse me, fall through the cracks. So you got Jalen Naylor, 3 years, 35. Um, Tyler Lindenbaum, the big one, 81 mil.
Yeah.
Quiddy Pay, uh, he didn't sign yet because they can't sign him yet until
Yeah.
tomorrow.
No,
N'Kobe Dean, Quay
I love
Walker,
Jacoby. Yeah.
Taron Johnson, cornerback, they got from Buffalo in a
Yeah, that's the
trade.
one.
Eric Stokes, who they re-signed, and Matt Gay. Uh, He's going to sign a free agent deal to be the kicker.
Yeah.
Now,
Now I really hope to keep Quay and I mean they played college together. Quay Walker and Kobe Dean. They were a monster. You know what I
mhm.
mean? They were a monster duo. So it's like I want to see them back on the same field again. So I'm hoping that we get to keep those two men over out of this trade deal. So that's that's what I want to say about that, man. I just everybody else. I mean, obviously, I want Linderbaum. I mean, obviously, we need offensive line. We're gonna draft Mendoza, so that's a big start. Moving Jackson Powers Johnson to the guard spot. Um, we're gonna have a healthy Cole Miller next year. Guard that left guard spot's probably gonna be a little open unless we pick somebody up. Which there's a lot of guards out there right now. So, and then the right tackle, I think we got DJ Glaze, and we got a couple of the younger guys we drafted last year. So, we'll see what they do with that though. But yeah, we don't got to talk about Raiders all day. That was just my team. We can talk about the Commanders. The Commanders made a lot of moves too, right? They have
No, no, no. We ain't
a
did
lot of
Jack.
your guys.
We
I,
didn't. Yeah, we didn't do nothing. We let people go.
You got to sign one guy I really like. His name's Amik Robertson. I really like him a lot. He was a Raider. He's a dog. He played for Detroit last year. Stepped up when he needed to. You know what I mean? So you're gonna really like him. He's I don't know what number he's gonna wear for y'all, but he's gonna be watch out for him. I'm telling you, he's pretty good. He's a nickel back / corner. I mean, they'll probably play anywhere. Last year they brought him in for a nickel back, but all the injuries for Detroit. I mean, Detroit always has injuries on the secondary, so he had to play everywhere. But you'll like him. You'll like him a lot.
We'll see. I mean, I like Adofe Owe coming. I
Yeah.
like him coming back because when he's with the Ravens, he did a
Hmm.
pretty good. He did pretty good there, enough to get traded out to his to the other Harbaugh.
Yeah.
But we
He
need a strong
stepped in
edge
and got a
rusher.
couple sacks right away too for the Chargers too. Like
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
the guy.
You know,
Yeah. He's really
um, we had Tim Settles when he was a rookie. We let him go. He went to Buffalo, then he went to Houston. Now he's back with us. You know, Amik Robson, like you said, I'm
yeah.
not a big fan on giving uh, DBs that aren't physical that type of money when we're going to play a physical type of defense. I
Yeah.
I mean, I wish we never got Forbes and we would have got Gonzalez instead.
Yeah.
But I think Washington's positioning themselves to either get Sony Styles or we're going to get Love, the running back from
Jeremiah.
Notre Dame. Because right now, you know, we didn't do any big thing. We let Tyler Biotish go, who signed with
Yep.
the Chargers.
Yep.
But you know, like I said, I didn't agree with giving Laramie Tunzel any money. I didn't agree with trading for Laramie Tunzel. I do like the re-signing of Traylon Burks because I think Traylon was just in a bad situation in Tennessee,
I was about
and
to
he
say
showed that he could be a
Tennessee.
very good receiver.
I mean, your guys' free agency really, your guys' signing free agent is really just signing your own. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
that alone can be really, really good. I mean, keeping the chemistry together, chemistry is huge. The first
absolutely.
year with Jaden Daniels was pretty amazing. I ain't gonna lie. Like second year, I mean, sometimes you have a little fall off, but it's very important to keep everybody together because they're also obviously you just needed a little tweak. You know what I mean? And it's gonna be right back to the same thing. So
Need to run the
I
fucking
like
ball.
Taylor Burks as
That's
well.
what we
I
need to
love to
do.
see it.
We traded away Robinson, and I was so
Yeah,
pissed because I knew we needed a big back. And
yeah.
then what happens? Every fourth down, instead of
Mm-hmm.
handing off to the big back to get that 1 yard,
You're
we're in the
trying to have some.
shotgun and we're doing some fucking dinky dunk play that
Mm-hmm.
that everybody knows we're doing. Sticks. We're doing sticks because that's all Cliff Kingsbury calls on those routes, or he's going a swing route. And
Yeah.
anyway, don't let me go off.
No,
Don't let me
do
go
it.
off.
Hey, by all means, baby. Hey,
No,
man,
no,
it's
no,
football.
no.
We're compassionate about this stuff. I
Very
will
much.
say, you know, you'll be surprised with Amik how physical he'll be. I promise you. I can show you a game. I'll probably send you the highlights of it with him when he played for he played for the Raiders, playing against the Denver Broncos. Him and Jerry Judy went out, and I'm telling you, you'll see how physical he really was in that game. Like he went off, and if he can bring that same explosiveness to you guys, he'll fit in with you guys. Who's your
Okay.
linebackers though? Who's the linebackers over? Because I
Well, we
mean,
still have Bobby Wagner.
okay,
We have
aging,
oh my
but okay,
gosh, Yeah, yeah. That's why I think we're gonna get Sony Styles. That's why I think we're getting
Yeah.
that kid from Ohio State.
Hey,
Because
and I hope Wagner stays there so he can like mentor him. You know what I mean?
oh,
Like,
he did. He signed
yeah.
a. We gave him a, and this first time I ever heard of this. We gave him a lifetime contract,
Oh, okay.
which is crazy because that means even if he retires and he decides to come back,
Yeah.
we still own his rights.
Yep.
but
I'm.
but
Hey, they see
I
all these
love it.
quarterbacks retiring, coming back. They're like, hey, no, no, you staying here.
Well, no, well that's I was going to get to that. Do you think the
Yeah.
Raiders go back and get David Carr? I mean Derek Carr,
Derek,
since he's
I've
talking
been.
about coming back out of retirement.
Yeah, 100%. I've been watching their podcast with their brothers and everything too. So they always kind of hint to it a lot. We're big Derek Carr fans in my family over here. You know what I mean? We were talking about it right before I jumped on. I'd love that. I'd love to have a mentor in there. I don't like rookies starting right off the bat. I think rookies come in 4 or 5 games in. I think that's way even better. You know what I mean? I'm not saying bench the rookie the whole year. You know what I mean? I like to see rookies get some PT. I think that's how they get better. But yeah, 4 or 5 games in, why not? Derek Carr even said he would do it too. You know, he's a lifetime Raider. You know, like he loves the Raiders, so I think he would be up for it. You know,
Well,
I'm all for
the
it.
thing I saw about Carr was it takes him 2 to 3 years to get an offense. Unfortunately for the Raiders,
Yeah,
the whole scandal with John Gruden came up. That was the third year in the system, and Derek was looking real good,
he
hopping
was.
and popping, hopping and popping. And then they leave, new coaching staff comes in, new offense, they trade him away.
It's
Um,
crazy.
so I think he's good. If he goes back to a West Coast offense style that's very
Yeah,
similar to what John Gruden called, I think he will flourish, but it's the chemistry. Now, Brock Bowers, he's coming back off of the injury.
yeah.
Obviously, the number one target right there. You got Thornton, second year, big guy, can
Big.
just blaze.
He's, out of Tennessee. Like I see what they're seeing in him. He's very tall. A lot of the tall receivers don't have the explosiveness. You know what I mean? And he's got both. You know what I'm saying? So he can
Hmm.
really do something. I not too sold on Jack Besh, but I think he could be a physical wide receiver. Um, if Derek Carr did come back, he would make these guys look great. I mean, if you ever look at any of the wide receivers that Derek Carr like played with, like Michael Crabtree, he was kind of on the end. A lot of people were talking, like he was over. Went to the Raiders, killed it.
Yep.
Nelson Aguilar came to the Raiders. Everybody talked about how much he dropped the passes. He was one of the number one receivers in the league that year.
But he still
Done
dropped
something.
passes.
Yeah, he still dropped passes, but he still had over 1,000 yards. Hunter
Yeah.
Renfro
Yeah.
came in, had 1,000 yards, 100 catches. You know what I mean? Then he
Yes.
and the crazy part when I talk about this all the time, when they leave the Raiders, you never hear about these guys ever again. You really don't. You know what I mean? That's why I went to the Patriots. Then it wasn't the same. Michael Crabtree left, wasn't the same. Even Jerry Cook Jr. when he retired in, came over, killed it with the Raiders. Afterwards, left, never was the same. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So it's like Derek Carr kind of makes, and that's what you want in a quarterback. You want your quarterback to make the other people around him better, right? Even
Hmm.
running backs. I mean, we had Jalen Richard. Love Jalen Richard. He was leading the league in catches. I think he had like 80 catches. Like, you know what I mean? He went running backs were going off. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, that made Derek Carr a bad name a little bit because everybody, he's a deep dime. No, it was working. If he didn't get injured when we played against that Indianapolis Colts, that was our Super Bowl year, guaranteed, hands down. Like he had an MVP season. He got hurt. Unfortunately, that was it. You know what I mean? Broke his leg, and I think we had Matt McGloin come in, and I like Matt McGloin. He was had a lot of spark, but he wasn't it. So. But yeah, man, if Derek Carr came back, I would hands down, I'd love it. I would. His leadership is just what you would want.
Well, with that, let's talk about a couple of these other moves before we jump
Yeah.
into WWE. I hear
Yes, sir.
Saul in the background wanting to
Yeah,
get his dad.
I'm lucky. Yeah, he's going crazy with my mom right
All right, so let's talk about Buffalo really quick, and then we'll go
now.
to a
Yeah.
team that you wanna talk about as far as what they've done thus far. Like right
Yeah.
now, so the big trade, of course, we know DJ Moore going to Buffalo, in my opinion, is is crucial. I think DJ Moore can be a very good mentor for Keon Coleman because they have the
Yeah.
same body type. They run similar routes, but
Hmm.
DJ Moore is that polish. shorthanded receiver that uh, that Josh Allen needs. Because Shakur,
Yeah,
wonderful, but he's not
he's
a
definitely
number
not.
one receiver to me. He's
Yeah,
more of the number two slot guy. And then you mix in DJ, I think you have a powerful mix there. If they can mimic what they did in the run game this past year with James Cook,
oh,
they re-signed Dawson Knox, right? You got
yeah,
Dalton Kincaid back.
amazing.
Um, they
Because
really
I think they
didn't go out and
resigned
sign
some of their
nobody
offensive
new.
line. So
Yeah.
that's the important part right there is offensive line.
Well, they lost their guard. They lost their guard.
Yeah,
Um,
they got back Connor McGovern, right? I
yes,
believe,
Connor McGovern re-signed
which is good.
4 years, 52 million.
He's good.
But where else? See, my issue here with Buffalo is I don't see a really dominant safety in the draft where they're picking to waste on a safety in the first or second round. I don't see a linebacker that's going to fall to them.
Yeah,
Well, I do. The kid from TCU who had the second best numbers behind Sony Styles, I think he'll be a second rounder and he'll fall. He might be of reach at the bottom of the first round, but let's face it, picks 30, 31, 32, they're basically second round picks anyway. They just
right.
have
I
a
mean,
first round grade where you can keep them for 5 years.
I think they need a
Uh,
corner. I'm just being honest. Like, you
well,
got to
yeah.
remember, like the Raiders, they just traded the Raiders to Ron Johnson, which I guarantee he's on the decline for the last couple of years. They just got rid of. I mean, one of the number one corners last year for them was Javarius White, and we all know this story about there. They kept on
Hmm.
having injuries after injury after injury. I mean, I believe they still
Hmm.
have who they out of the
They got
safeties
the kid
wise.
from Memphis that was hurt,
Yeah,
the
but
rookie.
out of the safety wise, they have
Oh, they
who's
brought
that
back.
young kid? Who's that young kid? Man, I'm trying to figure out his
I
name.
know you're talking about.
But he came out this year. Like he started blowing up really this year. And I
Yes,
think they
yes,
got the dude
yes.
from the Rams too. The one they traded from the Rams. But I mean, so the safety wise, I think they might be. I'm not gonna say they're straight, but
No,
they
they
should be good.
re-signed.
They they should be looking for a corner for sure though. I think that's the number one.
I think
They
they're
just
going
got
linebacker. I think
yeah.
they're going to go linebacker
They got some
because
older. They got some oldies over there. I get it too, and you know what? I believe because they still got Matt Milano. He didn't retire, right?
no, but he's a free agent.
Oh, okay, never mind. So yeah, we might.
So they might re-sign him because nobody else is going after him.
And you know what? A
But
lot of linebackers are already getting taken. Like Devin Lloyd, I'm surprised Devin Lloyd lasted that long in the free agent. I thought we would have took a stab at him before the linebackers we took. So Devin Lloyd is amazing. So
he
Carolina, by the
stayed
way,
hurt last year, though.
Carolina's gonna go crazy. Like with their
Yes, the
defensive picks that
Panthers.
they,
Oh my gosh.
yeah, I'm about to say they might. I'm telling you, with the pickups that they picked up, I'm telling you that might be the team to watch next year. I'm just being honest. They looked a little good. I mean, they made the playoffs. You know what I mean? I mean, they didn't make a probably a great record or anything, but I
But they
mean,
won
they
their
made it.
division
Yeah, you know what
and
I
they
mean.
made
And
the
the
playoffs.
division's still going to be weak. So sorry
So
for all the
getting
fans out
Jalen
there.
Phillips, Devin
Yeah,
Lloyd. I like
yep.
Isaiah Simmons, but he's been in the league for a minute and they just still can't
He
find
was supposed to
a
be
place
so
for
good.
him.
Yeah.
I know. I know.
Playing
Kid out of
linebacker,
Clemson's supposed to
safety,
be
like
dope.
they put him everywhere so far too in the NFL because everybody believes in him. I mean, you look at his size. Like, I mean, he can play and he's so fast still. Like, you know what I mean? He can really play anywhere. So yeah,
Absolutely. I like the Panthers. It just depends on they let Rico Dowdy go. So
still, yeah.
not Rico Dowdy.
No, you're
Yeah, it
right,
was
Rico
Rico.
Dowdle. Yeah,
Yeah, Rico
that
Dowdy. So they
yeah,
believe in uh uh
Trevor Hubbard,
Chuba
yeah,
Hubbard and
and then
probably ATN unless they're gonna draft another running back because
whatever
ATN's
happened
brother
to
is there.
whatever happened to dang, what the running back he got hurt 2 years in a row tore his ACL. He's not gonna come back.
Bruh, I do not
Yeah,
keep up with the Panthers like that.
yeah, no,
But
you're right. You know, I'm trying to. Man, I don't know. My son's going crazy, man.
no, you good. You good. I mean, he's at grandma's. Let's talk
Right.
about this, and then we'll transition to WWE.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I
Yes,
think
sir.
New Orleans has
Oh, yeah.
made a lot of good moves. They brought
ETN.
in Travis Etienne, which signals that Alvin Kamara is probably on his way out. I think I don't know where he'll land because he's not the back that everybody needs right now.
Yeah,
But I think he's gone. Noah Fant comes in at tight
that's
end.
good.
They get a guard, David Edwards. Um, Linebacker, Caden Ellis, who I like actually.
Back
Safety,
back to the
Julian
Saints.
Blackman.
Because then the Saints drafted him and they went to Atlanta and then now he's back to the Saints. I think.
Yeah, yeah.
No.
Um, but I like the move, and they got a guard, um, David Edwards.
Yeah, help that young
So
guy out.
yeah,
Yeah,
I,
Tyler was
I
good.
I think you have. I do not like Sal. I do not like the Saints because they passed over Shador. That's
Yeah,
just my personal beef. But
they should have drafted him for sure.
I think they're building something good because Sal, he found his target.
He surprised me.
Unfortunately, old boy got hurt.
Yeah,
Um,
especially the last part of the season. Like he was putting about 300 yards almost every game. I was like, wow. Like I
and
didn't expect.
half of it was going to the number one wide receiver.
Yeah,
That's why it was working. But then when he got hurt,
yeah.
it was what I mean. It is what it was.
I agree with you with
But
the Noah fan being excited because they do need a tight end. I know they had Juwan Johnson back there. They had Foster Morale. I think they just released Foster Morale. But yeah,
they still
Noah
got the
fan.
Swiss Army knife.
No fans. Oh yeah, Taysom Hill. So he did resign. Okay, good. I thought he was going to release, so I'm excited about that.
No. He didn't resign yet.
Okay,
But I would think
he
he's going
deserves
to
it.
resign there
Yeah, he
because
deserves it.
nobody's signing him as a Swiss Army knife.
No one knows how to use it. It's just not an offensive skill. Like
Correct.
at least the Saints, they've known what to do with this kid.
Correct.
I said
Correct.
kid.
And nobody's tailoring their offense to him. But all right, we can talk about football. We can talk
I
about
was gonna
that.
say we go by every team right now. I'm excited for it. I mean, we still didn't talk about Tua with the Falcons. I don't know how
Bro,
crazy that's gonna be.
uh, I
That's gonna
got
be the
that for
starting
Sunday
quarterback, right? I mean, until Penix comes
until
back. Because
Penix
didn't
gets
Penix get
healthy.
injured at the end of the year?
Yeah, so it's likely that Tua's going to have most or all of the season. But I'm going to talk about that.
He's got targets, bro, and he has targets.
I
Like,
know.
my
I
bad,
got
my
to say
bad,
that for Sunday. I got to say
my
that for
bad, my
Sunday.
bad, my bad, my bad,
I
my
got to say
bad.
that for Sunday. But I'm going to talk about where Kyler might end up now that Tua's in Atlanta. That now that Malik Willis is in Miami.
Amazing, by the
Um,
way. He deserves it. That's a pretty cool backup story right there.
and then Arizona just signed. Oh, I forgot the daggone quarterback they just signed. I got to go
Gardner
back.
Minshew.
Yeah,
Gardner
Gardner
Minshew.
Minshew. Um,
Minshew magic.
I think that's a development situation. I think they're going to draft a quarterback. Uh,
I have a question. Did Russell Wilson retire?
no, Russell Wilson did not retire.
So
Russell
here's
Wilson, Jameis Winston,
this is
none
the
of them
big
retired.
question. This is the big question. I think me and you talked about this before as well, like back like a couple months ago, probably. Now the Kansas City Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes could be gone for almost at least half the season with his ACL, right?
He's trying to do
Um,
the first game, but I don't see that.
I don't see that. I don't see them putting their franchise quarterback rushing them into it. That's why they
Me neither.
signed. I mean, and if anybody believed that, there's no reason why they would have went out and signed that running back. You know what I mean? They're going to
Kenneth
turn into a
Walker.
running game. Yeah, they're going to turn into a running game for the beginning of the season too. Mahomes is ready. I mean, at least that's what I see. I Russell Wilson would look good there.
Yeah,
Believe it or not, I mean, Kyler Murray, I think he's going to Minnesota. But if he doesn't go to Minnesota, I think Kyler Murray looks. I mean, hey, what better way to sign like a 1-year premium deal with Kansas City? Show them what you can do, and if he does great, the next year they pulls a Malik Willis. Go signs with a team that somebody needs him.
again, ladies and gentlemen, I will be talking about this on Monday. Let me
My
give
bad,
my
my bad,
guest.
my bad. Yep,
Let
my
me
fault.
let me give my guest a gong
Oh, wait, my bad, guys.
for ruining what I got planned.
I'm never getting invited back to the show again. My bad.
Nah, you good, brother. You good. You good. You good. All right. actually probably could talk football more than we talk WWE because Raw, in my opinion, was not that good last night until the final segment, opening up with the women's intercontinental number one contenders tournament or gauntlet. It was interesting, but uh, I didn't like it too much. I liked the match between Penta and uh, El Grande, aka Ludwig. I didn't think it was going to be a good match, but it ended up being a very good match. Rusev and Oba, I think they could have had more time and they could have made that a
Yeah.
bigger fight. Um,
I wish they
Dom,
do so much more with Russo. I was so
yeah,
excited when they
well,
went back to the WWE. I was like, I don't know. They need to. They need. I mean, he's in better shape right now than he was
mhm.
back in the. And I'm like, do something. It's like sometimes I don't understand that.
Well, Lana made him. It was his
Yes.
wife. It
Yeah.
was his wife. The sex sells, right?
Yeah.
So Lana and all that she provided, you know, she was the talking piece for Rusev,
Yeah.
as well as the attractive piece for Rusev. Uh, you could use her in so many ways to enhance Rusev, but they're divorced. They're not together. It's just like Andrade. When Andrade and Charlotte were together,
Yeah.
Andrade was getting a push. But as soon as it got, known that they were getting divorced, all the matches Andrade had were with Shinsuke, and they were strong style matches. They were really good, but then they said, "Well, you're filler. You're not worth it." Now he's in AEW. But I'll say this:
Whose socks are those?
if AEW decide to go to a Monday Night War
Yeah.
with
Oh, this is Rob.
WWE now that MJF is the World Heavyweight Champion, right? Swerve
Yeah.
Strickland is doing his thing over there too, and more of the New Japan and IGP wrestlers are now more mainstream. I think AEW could give WWE a run for their money because, like I said, there were only a few good segments on Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
Um, Finn Balor getting turned. Everybody saw that happening. What we
Yeah. I
didn't
mean,
see
I think it
happening.
was kind of needed too. For I mean, I don't know. Yeah, you're right. Everybody's seen that coming. Um, I wasn't a fan of it. Like, Finn Balor is another person I feel like they need to be pushing. I mean, it's been a long time coming, and it's just like. But I also want to see the Demon back. I want to see the Demon Finn Balor back, and I don't know what's going on with that. I feel like we haven't seen it for years. Maybe WrestleMania. I don't know. I don't. And then what are we going to be pushing? Are we going to push a triple threat match? Another triple threat match with that? No, with Dom,
Nah.
Finn Balor, and no, Penta. You know what I mean? Like, what are we gonna? What are we working with? Like, I don't know. I just don't see. He just needs to be in a bigger picture. I'm just being honest.
Well, he was the first ever Universal Heavyweight Champion, and I
Yeah.
believe he deserves the opportunity. But that means he has to go to SmackDown. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, SmackDown. But the match between him and Punk was pretty good.
Yeah. He's
So
good.
the difference that I see in Finn versus when he first jumped on the scene was Raw doesn't have the same level of competition as SmackDown has.
Yeah.
And Raw's on Netflix, which is supposed to be the big ticket show, even though it has the World Heavyweight Champion and not the Universal Champion. I would love Finn to be in this mix with with but it's too many. You got
Yeah.
what's my dude name? Roman Reigns,
Yeah.
right? As long as Roman is there, the shareholders of TKO and the board members of TKO are going to be like, he sells tickets. Him and Cody sell tickets. They they put people in seats and people want to see them. As long as they're both there, that's what you're going to get. Punk, uh, uh, Reigns, and
Randy
Cody going
Orton.
back and forth. They got to build Trick Williams. They got to build Oba. They got to build
Yeah. Yes. 100% with that. My
Finn
bad.
Balor.
Yep.
So I agree that I think Finn's Finn turning the championship isn't enough. Finn versus Sami Zayn would be a good feud. Finn versus Logan Paul. I think that would be excellent because Logan's getting better in ring. He's a
Yeah.
high flyer, but he's also physical.
See, that's what I thought Logan Paul would. I thought Logan Paul would have fought the who Seth Rollins. My bad. Can't figure out his name.
Well, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to set that up. I mean, that'll be a good fight, but here's the thing: Seth Rollins has so much uh, uh, gravitas with him. To have him lose the first time
Yeah.
to Logan Paul, that would be a shock, first of all. But putting Logan over would be good, but it would have to admit. I don't think you put him over at Mania.
No.
You put him over at the next pay-per-view, but not at Mania, right? He'll get his shot to be, to get his Mania moment, right? He's done it already. Him and
Yeah, I was
Ricochet,
gonna say I think he's done it. Yeah.
but Braun Breaker, here's the thing: Raw has too many injuries to their
How about
big name players.
Mm-hmm.
Because Finn could be. I 100% agree with you that Finn Balor should be in the heavyweight title picture, but battling Damian Priest again, he needs about. I don't think him versus Braun, not Braun Breaker, Tsunami. Who's the Tsunami guy? Oh my gosh, I forget. What's up, Saul?
What's so long of it? He might start yelling. I don't know.
You know what? I'm about to mute you just for that. I'm gonna mute you just for that. No, but having those types of matches would be good for Finn, but those players are hurt.
Yeah.
So you got to put him in there with people that he'll look good against, but can he elevate them? I don't know if Finn can elevate, a big person. I think he'll need somebody a good dance partner. Braun Breaker will be a good dance partner, but maybe overmatch him with the power. Seth will be a good dance partner.
Aleister Black, something like
Yes,
you know.
but
What I mean?
he's
Like,
on SmackDown.
yeah, I feel like we need a shake up. You know what I mean? We need some trade. We need some trades in that. You know what I mean? So
Well, that happens after WrestleMania,
yeah, the draft.
so
Right?
it might happen.
Yeah. So I'm hoping because I mean I still want to see like the House is Black, kind of like, believe it or not, another person that would look really good. And I don't know what they do, but they flirt with it so much. I know he's released, but they flirt with his name so much. Is Karrion Kross. Like, and I really thought Karrion Kross was going to be one of the guys under the mask. I thought that would be pretty cool. They never gave that guy a shot. Like, he's amazing. They never gave him a shot. But why don't you bring House of Black, Karrion Kross, Aleister Black, Finn? Give me a cool little faction with that. I think that would be pretty cool.
But who are they going to feud with? That's the problem. Who do they feud with? Because Judgment Day is broken up.
They need to hire me and you as some writers, and then we can make them feud. And then we can make them feud with the Wyatt Six, and actually give them an actual storyline.
Dude, Wyatt Six.
That's the only problem with them, right? They don't have a storyline, right? I mean, I feel like that's me. That's what they can't fit them in somewhere. But I mean, why not? They have so many tag teams in there. They just don't. I'm not gonna call them out, but they definitely need to be called out. They need some writers. Because I can write some stories for them, man. I mean, I was so excited when I see them, and now look, it's like kind of mute. You know what I mean? So it's by the way, Bray Wyatt was one of my favorite. Top out of top 5, he was 2. You know what I mean? So
Okay.
I wanted to see his brother do good. You know what I mean? When they came to the White Six, I was really excited. Now it's just like, what are you guys doing? You know what I mean? Like, what are you guys doing to these guys? Because they could have really been strong and let them fight with the bloodline. Why not? They could have done it.
I don't think so.
I mean, think
I
about
think.
it. Remember the Wyatt family? They fought with a shield.
Well, see, here's the thing.
Yeah.
Wyatt Six. This is just my opinion. They're a mid-card faction,
Mm-hmm.
right? If Street Pop Profits were fit and in shape, I could see them versus New Day versus the Usos versus Wyatt Six. You
Yeah,
need all of them to carry each other,
yeah.
just like we had the Dudley Boys versus the Hardys versus Edge and Christian, right?
We lived in a great time. Yep.
But see, I mean, but that's where I see him at. I
Yeah.
don't see them because individually, Bo Dallas is a good athlete. Bo
Yeah.
Dallas is he's good at as Uncle Howdy, but
Yeah.
Bo Dallas can't be the world heavyweight champion because I just don't think he has it. He doesn't get that following. He's living off of his brother's following because right now they're feuding. They are feuding with the with oh my gosh, Tomatonga and
Oh, okay. So
uh
like they're little, not the bloodline, but the
yes, I
yeah,
forgot him.
they're cousins. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I thought,
Right?
yeah, my bad.
No, you're good. It's just that they're not. Here's the thing: they're not a draw. They're
Yeah,
not a draw without using the Bray Wyatt type of mystique,
for sure.
right? I think if you put the Wyatt Six in there with, like I said, two other teams, you do a TLC, table,
Yeah,
ladders, and chairs. You do
yeah,
a
and get them hyped up. Like you got to push them over. Like that's another thing too.
exactly.
I feel like they don't get pushed over, and that's why they're mid card. I'm sorry. Like I feel like their act and everything should be way bigger than it is. I feel like it's very explosive. We just don't make it explosive. You know what I mean? Like they can definitely. My bad. I just got that 83 point. What a night. 83 points is crazy.
He
Sorry,
got the record.
bro. Oh my gosh, yo. Beat Kobe. But yeah, no, it just popped up on my screen. Sorry. But yeah, no, we just got to be able to push them over. They need a better tag team, maybe some more tag team partners to come out, like some bigger tag team partners, and make them and let them get over. You know what I'm saying? But if they don't, and then maybe that's not one in their card or whatever the case is, maybe they need to go to AEW and do it. You know?
Well, they had the titles,
Yeah.
so
What else is from there? That's what I'm saying. You got to put a belt on one of them. You got
well
Intercontinental,
they had the
United
tag
States,
team
whatever
titles.
they're on. What are they on? They're on.
They're Wyatt Six.
I barely see them now. It's crazy. It's like
Now they're on SmackDown, I think,
SmackDown.
because the Usos are on Raw. They're the tag team champions on there, and
Which,
then on SmackDown, I forget who the tag team champions are over there.
yeah.
Oh, it's the they're in the title picture. They're
Okay.
fighting Tamatonga and Tangaloa for the titles. They're in the title picture, but I don't watch SmackDown that much because it's Friday
Yeah.
night, and I'm like I'm not really focused on it. But going into Mania, these are the questions I
Yeah.
want to ask you. Let's see what
Yeah.
you got.
Yes, sir.
Randy versus Cody,
Hmm.
aka Raheem Rhodes. Uh, I think Cody turns heel. That's the first question. What are your thoughts between Randy and Cody? And then I want to get your reaction to how CM Punk left things last night on Raw. Did he turn heel, or
Yes.
is it going to be, you know, heel versus heel, or it's because I don't think Roman is a baby face.
He's
But
not.
let me get your thoughts on those two.
So, number one favorite superstar ever is gonna be Randy Orton. I was doing RKO's
I
when
hear
I was little.
voices in my head.
Yeah, I wish he would go back to his old song sometimes. Like, hey, you know what I mean? But but
Let
yeah,
the
no, Randy
people
Orton. See,
say.
I like the idea of Cody Rhodes going heel, but I think Randy goes heel. No, I don't. Man, I wish. Here's the thing, man. I wish Ted DiBiase didn't get in trouble. You know what I mean? Because I think that'd be a kind of a cool surprise to come out because of the legacy, right?
Yeah,
Then I think that would be really cool for him to help out Cody Rhodes. You know what I mean? And then that would be a great heel turn right there for you. Or something because that's WrestleMania. They always got that little summer
something.
surprise come out.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know who would come out. Now, my biggest I was talking to
Kevin
my little brother
Owens.
because me and my little brother talk about wrestling a lot, you know. And obviously we're brothers, so we're talking about brother stuff. And then I would be cool if he did turn heel to see Goldust come out.
Dog,
You
yes.
know what I
But
mean?
see, Dustin
Because
just had 2 double knee surgery. He had 2 knee replacements.
yeah,
I don't know,
I'd be
but
kind
that
of
would
cool
be dope. That would be dope.
just to see him.
Yeah,
You know, that
gold.
would,
Yes.
yeah, exactly. You know, so I would. We were talking. Me and my little brother were talking about that. You know, we're like, hey, that would be really cool, like with a little heel turn with. But me, I don't know. I see Randy going heel and winning the title. I really do. I see him
I
going.
think he
I
wins the
mean,
title.
yeah, I think he wins the title for sure. I don't know how he's gonna hold it for so long, but I think he wins the title for sure. I was really surprised with Cody, you know what I mean, getting it back so early, I guess. I wasn't expecting the Drew McIntyre mess. I really wasn't. But I think Drew McIntyre is going to have some kind of rare.
Oh, him
I know
versus
they're trying to
Jacob.
get him to fight. They're trying to get him to fight.
Fatu, Jacob.
Yeah, Fatu, and I love Fatu. Oh my gosh, I love him. But and he's so very explosive. But I don't know, man. I just see that Drew, somebody's going on trying to screw Cody, and then Randy Orton taking advantage of it, or whatever the case is. But I think Randy Orton definitely wins. Now I don't. I think it's a long time coming too. I think we all wanted to see him win. We all want to see him with the most titles ever too. You know what I mean? I think he deserves it. You know, so he's definitely a way better leader in the locker room nowadays. You know what I mean? And you can tell that he's a big mentor to a lot of the guys. You know, before he goes, I want to see him, win a few more. So I'm excited about it. He actually get to go back to WrestleMania and for the title, and I think it'd be good to win it. I'm tired of seeing Cody win it, and it was crazy. Like, I, I never said that before. I was always the guy before he left to AEW. I was the guy to say, man, why won't they put a belt on this man? You know what I mean? I was that guy. Now I'm looking at that, and I'm like, man, we're seeing them win way too much. Like especially at WrestleMania. You know what I mean? I'm like, we lost a lot of good wrestlers. I feel my eyes because of some of the guys, some of what they're doing with like the putting the belt on Cody and people that are just coming in and stuff. So, but yeah, I want to see it. I want to see Randy win with Roman Reigns and CM Punk. CM Punk definitely needs to become heel. I think what happened last night, I feel like it was like a test run, and you could tell the crowd turned on him right away, which is I felt like that's what they wanted him to do. So
Of course.
I think you're right about it's gonna be heel versus heel. Like I don't think you know what I mean. That's what I'm. Roman Reigns is gonna play it off. He might turn babyface by void because the crowd, like you said, there's a couple of people that they need to pull in the crowd, and that's Roman Reigns is one of those names. You know what I mean? So I think you're absolutely right about that. I think that's so easy for him to turn babyface because of the crowd. Everybody loved Roman Reigns. Nobody, I don't think anybody here can tell me that. I mean, when the Shield were a part of it, he was my favorite one. You know what I mean? Like, I think he was everybody's favorite one when it came to the Shield. Um, I am kind of upset we don't see like Seth Rollins or something into like one of those title belts. By the way, I think him. What is he? Is he facing Brock Lesnar?
No, 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 no. He doesn't
No,
have a match, but they're building up, so it's going to be Logan Paul versus Seth at
that's what I think.
Mania.
Yeah. So what? Who? That's my biggest question.
They're
Who's
talking
facing?
about Oba versus Brock at Mania. I
And
would love
purely
to see
because of the
that,
Royal Rumble. Me too. Like even
but
the Royal Rumble, I
they
thought
need to
that was
build
awesome.
that up though. That just can't happen one day. They got to have
Yeah,
some slugfest.
yeah. I think he should answer to that challenge. Like for real. Like he needs to answer to the like that. I want them to push over. I really do. When I see big wrestlers like that and when they can move, you know what I mean. Like it's like I get excited and he's strong. You know what I mean. I feel like the crowd really got behind him as well. Um,
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
and there's a couple of wrestlers like I said, we lost a few wrestlers, man. Like where it's like, man, like we should have pushed them harder. Like I think Braun Strowman was another one where it's really big and he got around a big crowd and we let him go. You know what I mean? Like
bad
we'll see
knees, but
why.
he got that show on USA now where he goes
Yeah.
around eating food.
Yeah. Like it's my dad's favorite wrestler. It's so funny. We talk about him a lot. And then one of my favorites, I haven't seen. I don't know what he's doing now, but I miss Damian Sandow. That'd be kind of cool to have him come back, man. Like he was really exciting, and that was back in the Cody Rhodes days too, bro. You know what I mean? So you never know. They would see him kind of pull something out like that maybe at WrestleMania or something. That'd be kind of cool.
Sandow's, I think last time I saw him, he was on the Indies,
Yeah.
but but uh, I don't know. I don't know. So what? It's 8 p.m. our time, so that means it's 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So
Yeah.
NXT just went off. Uh, I think they're using their farming system to build the wrestlers up and push them up, right?
Yeah.
So I don't think we're gonna get too many outside surprises other
Yeah.
than somebody coming up from NXT because I really see a changing of the guard with Gunther retiring everybody.
Yeah.
I think you're going to see more Trick Williams. You're going to see more Obas. You're going to see more Ethan Page. Like Ethan Page, he just dropped the title a couple
Yeah.
weeks
Joe,
ago.
yeah, Hendry too, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
Joe Hendry.
yeah,
You know
I'm
what I mean?
surprised we haven't seen him jump to the main rosters. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah, yeah.
I think it's been a minute. He really pulled a lot. I mean, that kid went off a storm, bro. Like, like with his song and everything. Now it's kind of died down. You know what I mean? So, I mean,
Well,
I
he's
think
on the game. Like I have
yeah,
WWE 2K
26.
26,
Yeah,
and he's one of the main characters on there. Uh, so they got plans for him. It's just
yeah.
where do you put him? You know what I mean?
That's
Like,
kind of like
is he a
The
mid
Finn Balor
card?
situation. Yeah,
Yeah.
like what do
Is
you
he a
do?
mid
Yeah,
card that can battle with Finn Balor, or is he a upper card where Finn Balor could battle him because he does have a following, right?
right. And that's
But
the big question right there, right? Like that's I don't want to see him just be like the funny act. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Our
that's what
truth.
I'm doing. I hope they don't do him with that like that for real.
That's what they're doing with Damian Priest now, with
Yeah,
Damian tagging with our truth, right?
I
And
know.
then
It's like
you bring in Danhausen, who is a decent wrestler,
no, I
but
seen it.
they're
He's
using
actually a
more
really
for
good
comic
wrestler.
relief.
Yeah, it's like why? Like I don't know. Like I don't know. I think that kind of goes down to the writers, right? Like I'm like what I always hear it. You always hear it like, oh, we don't got nothing for them, or we don't got nothing for the rest. It's like, well, fuck it. Well, excuse me, but write. You know what I mean? Like write something, man. Like you could really write some of these guys in there, and you could instead of like recycling stories, man, like make your own. You know what I mean? Like it's
Well, let me ask you this then.
yeah,
Do you think the evolution of the women's division has cut heavily into the availability for the males to be on TV? Because, like I said,
yeah,
AJ Lee being Intercontinental Champion, now going against Bailey, it's a good thing. But half of Raw was the women's Intercontinental number one contenders match.
yeah.
And, like, really, I'll be honest with you, Liv Morgan, Uh, not Charlotte anymore. Not Charlotte anymore because I think she's getting phased out.
Yep.
Becky is even getting phased out. But Tiffy Stratton,
Yeah,
right?
Stratton. Yep.
I like Lash Legend. Oh, by the way, young man,
Yeah.
by the way, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you did not know, we're gonna whoop that trick. We'll be here in Arizona
Okay.
on at I think it's called Great Wine or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, hold up. I'm gonna tell you exactly. This Thursday in
What?
Arizona, Trick Williams. Oh no, I didn't. No, I didn't. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, because I know I posted this. Trick Williams. Oh, geez, Victor, what are you doing? Oh my goodness. All right, well, check this out. I posted it somewhere. I think I did it on Threads. But Trick Williams will be live doing a signing at one of the wine places. I can't remember the name of it right now, but I gotta go to my profiles because I know I shared it somewhere. Oh
That's
my
pretty cool.
goodness,
That's pretty cool. I mean, he's gonna be out here. I love Trick Williams is definitely somebody
dude!
they need to start pushing
He's
more.
literally gonna be near the stadium, near our field,
Oh,
signing autographs.
we need to tweet him to come over, bro. we
Now
need
it's
we
gonna
need
be Thursday. We can't tweet him on Thursday.
yeah, you be like,
When
hey, stay a couple days, bro. Come to the game.
um, oh my goodness, I just was it on X? I gotta see was it on X? Oh my God, it had to be on X. At least I thought it was. Anyway, Trick Williams, whoop that trick,
Yeah.
whoop that trick. Will be signing autographs at the Great Wine or whatever it's called. I can't remember where it
Total
was.
Wine, probably.
What is it called?
Is it Total Wine?
Total
Right?
Wine. There you go.
Yeah.
Total Wine. Thank you very much, young
No
man.
problem. No, I got you.
Total Wine. This Thursday I got the address because I put it in my my thing so I can go. Total Wine and More, 1670 East Camelback Road,
That's
Phoenix,
6
Arizona. 1670 East Camelback Road, Phoenix, Arizona. Trick Williams
Yeah.
at
It's gonna
Total
be like right
Wine.
next to that Walmart and that little area right there. That's where I used to work back in the day. Right
So
there, LA Fitness and all that stuff right there.
there you go. So I
Mm.
expect to see you in line getting autographs between 6 and 8 p.m. for Trick Williams.
I got you. I'll be there.
All right. But ladies and gentlemen, the point that I was making is we're talking about WrestleMania and what to expect. And I think the younger talent has captivated the audience, right? I
Yeah.
use Trick Williams. I use um, Julia, right?
So
Uh, I'll use uh, um, Vaquer. There's a lot of great young talent that's taking the place of the older talent on the men's and women's side. But my question to you is, do you think that's taken away a lot of the luster from all these other wrestlers? Because WrestleMania is 2 nights, but do we have 2 nights worth of interesting content to keep drawing people in?
I I don't know. Dude, they need to be writing a little bit more stories, man. I think they need to be writing a little
Okay.
bit more. I think so. I think we have some great young. We do have some great young talent. I think with the older talent, I want to see. I still want to see some of these guys get pushed on. They're still here. I still think they deserve it. You know, I mean, I know I'm crazy for saying this part, but even like the Miz, I want to see him get pushed. I'm not saying like the main card or anything, you know, but it's like he gets over so many wrestlers. He's probably one of the best heels of all time. But like, and he don't care who he gets over. You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
he's definitely helped out so many wrestlers. You know what I mean? Since he's been there, and this guy started out on what the real world. You know what I mean? So,
Yep.
like,
Yep.
and made a career out of getting wrestlers over. But I want to see him get pushed a little bit. You know what I mean? Give him at least one more run. We got like I'm excited to see Randy Orton in there, but like when we get Sami Zayn a little bit more involved, like Kevin Owens when he comes back, I hope he doesn't get pushed to the dust. You know what I mean? Like that's somebody that definitely deserves to get one more run. We talked about Finn Balor. Finn Balor definitely needs to get a push. Aleister Black, like that. I don't think a lot of people understand what Aleister Black can really do. I don't know if you put him really in the younger card generation or you know what I mean, or some of the older,
He
but
had
he's
a
been
great
there.
match versus Randy Orton a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, he's
Very good
really
match.
good. You know what I mean? Like I just don't think they. Sometimes I don't think they understand what they got. You know what I mean? Or because they could really make some storylines with that kid. Um,
Absolutely.
who else? Who else we got? Well, I don't know. I know they're kind of mixing in with the TNA and in WWE, right? Basically now.
Yep.
So
Yep.
what's are we going to be mixing in with people like Dolph Ziggler? Or are we going to be mixing people in with Woo Woo Woo? I forgot what his real name is now.
Yeah, yeah,
No,
yeah. Matt Cardona.
Matt Cardona, yeah. So it's like I want to see some of these guys that really like they used to be really really good. You know what I mean? Like if we're really talking like the older generation of wrestlers, compared to the newer guys. But one new guy that I've been talking about basically all night is Oba. Like he needs to get pushed. Like do not lose him at all.
Oh, they're
Like
not.
don't lose. Just give him a belt. Like make him go crazy. When I see some of these guys, I'm like, they used to do this stuff with Kane. And look how crazy he went, Undertaker. Like I feel like they really messed up with Bray Wyatt with that. They could have definitely made Bray Wyatt the new Undertaker with that, especially with the WrestleMania moments. Um, yeah, I don't know. Like WWE, man. Like I love it because something me and my brother got really connected with. That's how we became stronger. And me and my son watch it now, which is really cool. But I want to see some more excitement, man. I really do. Like I can't wait for WrestleMania. It's gonna be fun. But I definitely want to see more push, especially when you have 2 nights. One night can't be lame, and one night can be crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like sometimes it's like the one night is way better than the other night, and sometimes it's the first night that's better than the second. So it's like you
You know
gotta
we're
have
gonna
both.
miss it, right?
Yeah, we are. We're gonna have a game, right?
Oakland.
Yep. No, we won't miss it. We'll have it on our phones. But
If you
Coach,
driving,
what's
you
the
missing
call?
it.
What's the call? Give me a second. It's the main event. Like,
Well,
calm
I'll see
down.
what I can do. I can't guarantee
Hey,
I'm gonna be going to Oakland.
hey. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm pretty sure that one's in the stadium, and they got a booth up top. Why did Coach Vic and Coach TJ both want to go in the booth, bro? Well, they got a TV, you got the WrestleMania sitting up there.
Hey, it is
You
what it
know,
is. I can cast it from my phone. I can
you
watch it on
know?
my phone.
Off
But
a headset.
anyway,
My bad, guys. We
um,
can get
no. I'm enjoying the conversation, but
yeah,
you got your son.
yeah, I do.
I don't want to keep you from him and all the other good stuff. And I
For sure.
appreciate you coming on. We
Always,
talked
man.
some football. We talked some WWE. Uh, I appreciate you, and
Appreciate you, man.
your Raiders are gonna suck again.
Used to it. I can't even get mad. Like I'm just, you gotta realize. Everybody asks me, "Oh, we know he's loyal." You know why I know I'm loyal? I'm telling you, my whole school, every elementary to high school, my team never won. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh,
come
so
on,
you
bro.
used to it.
I'm so used to losing, bro. Like, why do you think I'm so big on winning when I coach, man? Come on, I say it. I'm like, my Raiders
Bruh.
can't do it. I'm damn well gonna do it.
Well, listen. We're gonna break that jinx this year because
Yeah.
we're gonna end the segment with this.
Yes, sir.
Um, Arizona Coyotes, first year team. Tell everybody about the team, how they can get season tickets, how they can come see our first game on March 21st, and just break down real quickly uh, why you guys started the team, the intent, and that first game.
Oh yeah. So we did start this team. The Arizona Coyotes want to help out a lot of the communities. We do a lot of charity community work. My bad, my son kicked the cord. Um, yeah. So what we stand for this year is for the kids with Down syndrome. The reason why we're blue and yellow. We want to make a stand. There's not a lot of people that make the stands for Down syndrome, or even the kids with Down syndrome. So we want to be one of the first. Want to give them a home. There's a big community out here with kids with Down syndrome, literally called Sharing with Down syndrome, who's supporting us. Come check us out March 21st. We actually have a really cool halftime show with the kids that dance at the Suns games. They do the Down syndrome that dance at the Sun games. We'll be dancing at our halftime. Yeah, bro. Our season tickets are on our website. Also, just single tickets are on the website as well. You guys can check that out at ArizonaCoyotesFootball.com. We could probably put a link in there for you, or I could put it in the comment section. But yeah, like come check us out. I promise you it's going to be worth it. You got me and Coach Vic. We're doing our thing out there. We got some great young talent. We're really trying to push these guys out to the next level. A lot of people don't understand like this is a developmental league, so there's opportunities for players that don't even know this exists to come check us out, and they could possibly join the team and get out. We just had two really great, talented players just got out, the Cordell Provici and Alex Action Jackson. They just got signed to a bigger league, and this is what we're really doing it for, man. It's just to try to make a difference in this world. I'm gonna try to do it as much as we can. We don't just do with Down syndrome either, though. We help out with kids with autism. We've done charities for cancer awareness. We do it all. So any kind of if anybody's on here that would like to help out with any kind of donations or even give us something else that we would like to help raise for, let us know because we'll be all for it. We're all for the cause. Yeah,
All
bro.
right. I'm gonna let your daddy go. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Saul. I'm gonna let your daddy go. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, the first game of the season for the Arizona Coyotes is March 21st at the Phoenix Sports Center. Okay, Phoenix
Mm-hmm.
Sports Center, and the address is. You give me 1 second, I'll tell you. It is 3839 West Indian School Road, Phoenix, Arizona. You can always go to Arizona Coyotes football. I
.com.
think it's club, Arizona Coyotes Football Club.
No, Arizona Coyotes football.com. They talking about the website.
Okay.
My bad.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Arizona Coyotes Football.com website to check out what's going on with the team, get your tickets, get VIP tickets. And by the way, first game of the season,
Oh,
an
yeah.
electric bike is going up for raffle. So come enjoy the game, grab some food from the concession stands,
Mm-hmm.
and enjoy yourself.
Yeah,
Again,
it's gonna be a
March
show.
21st, Phoenix Sports Center in Phoenix, Arizona. All right,
All right, see you guys
Coach,
there.
I need you to stay on for like a hot second as we get out of here.
Yes, sir.
I want to thank everybody for tuning in, and I appreciate the folks that are catching this on the replay. But with that being said, we out.
Yes, sir.
Fantasy, sports, and politics.
Get ready to rumble!
You wanna talk smack? You in the right place. So take a step back before I get all up in your
Remember,
face.
because I don't remember. I remember every bit of this.
The other dudes holding on the phone line. Your voice will be heard, sir.
Next caller, please.
Oh!
Jerry's gonna get him.
Fantasy, sports, and politics. Fantasy, sports, and politics. Fantasy, sports, and politics. Fantasy, sports, and politics.
Listeners are asking questions about this week's games, not Jerry's personal beef. So what's your thought?